Joining us now to answer that question and many more is Natalie Joubet, Vice President of Policy at the Consumer Energy Alliance. Thank you very much for joining us on the set here.
Thank you.
Let me ask you this. Are consumers right to worry about energy prices in a year that we worried all year last year, and it actually was fairly benign, was it not?
Well, 2012 was one of the highest years for average gasoline prices for American families. 2011, the year previous, was the highest record on average. 2012 broke that record. Fortunately, in 2013, it looks like the average gasoline prices will be a little bit lower than 2012, but we're still going to see averages above $3 a gallon. For the average family who's making $50,000 a year, which is the median income of a family in the United States, $3 is a lot to pay for a gallon of gasoline.
A lot of politicians and some policymakers talk about energy independence for the United States. And from everything that I've read, the United States is going in the right direction. But I guess I want to get your opinion on this. Is the U.S. moving fast enough, and is there anything else the United States can do to achieve that goal?
Absolutely. We have the resource base here. We have sufficient supplies of oil, natural gas, coal, renewable energy. We can meet domestic demand through increased natural resource production, as well as increased efforts to conserve our energy use. However, we need to make sure that there's the policies in place to ensure sufficient resource development, sufficient transportation of those to be able to transport energy to market, increase pipeline capacity, upgrading of the national grid. And I think this is something that's very possible within our decade. We just need to have the right policies in place to ensure adequate production of resources.
I'm going to throw out a topic to you, and you can respond however you want. You know, our newsroom is very international. We have people from Europe, from the United States, from Asia, from all over the world. And as you know, energy prices outside of the United States are generally higher, especially when it comes to gasoline. And some folks, sometimes they'll say, Philip, you know what, we're used to paying triple the amount, and everybody is just fine. So my question to you is, what is a fair amount? What's cheap and what should be considered expensive, and how do you gauge that?
I don't know if there's a specific price at which it's fair for the United States consumer to pay for a gallon of gasoline, but we've seen over the past 40 years that an increase in gasoline prices precipitates a recession, a strong increase in gasoline prices. When we had the price spikes in 2011, we saw how badly that hurt the economy. So U.S. consumers, I don't know if it's fair to say that we should be paying $2 a gallon or $3 a gallon or even $4 a gallon, but we know that once we hit that $4 mark, consumers start to worry, they start to pull back in spending in other areas, and it really does ultimately hurt the economy.
There is some good news here. Oil is still right around $100 a barrel. It's not at the $150 or $200 that a lot of folks had feared over the past couple of years. Are consumers' habits changing? Because from everything that we've read, they are driving less in some cases. They are conserving energy in other places. They're turning off the lights when they're not at home. That's a positive development.
Absolutely, absolutely. The best thing a consumer can do is conserve their energy usage. Driving more efficiently, purchasing energy efficient automobiles, turning off the lights, lowering the thermostats. Those are real actions that people should do every single day, regardless of what the energy prices are, because not only are you conserving money, you're going to start helping the environment as well.
All right. I want to thank you for your time, Natalie Joubet. Thank you very much for helping us better understand energy prices and whether or not they're very expensive, and obviously it has an impact on consumers.
Absolutely. Thank you.